Commitment. You won't ever succeed in life without it, whether it be your career, your hobby, your sport, or even relationships. Success is commonly associated with this for a good reason. Those who won't accept anything but their very best are golden childs of this idea. The difference between first round exits and championship rings is how committed individuals and teams are. However, this can't be defined in a simple definition. It's much more complex than that. Pro athletes succeed because they think about success. As well, they're very resilient. Tom Brady could have easily quit after being a sixth-round draft pick and being a fourth-string quarterback on New England Patriots. He could have spent the rest of his life in an office job, but instead he never let the challenges stop him. He overcame his obstacles and stayed disciplined no matter what he was doing. And you should be the same way. No matter what you endeavor into, you need to stay committed and disciplined. You need to adapt to your situation and find a way to succeed in whatever situation you are given. David Goggins was severely overweight and lacked any work ethic. He was bullied and felt sorry for himself coming out of high school. He mentally overcame this by fixing his outlook on everything in life. He had a great mindset and only shot for success and never gave less than 100% effort because he knew nothing could happen if he gave any less. He is now a successful marathon runner and former Navy SEAL, which is quite impressive given that he used to be 300 pounds. Commitment can rather be broken up into keys. The first of which is accepting criticism. If a coach or a parent chews you out for something you make a mistake on, you need to take something and learn from it rather than continuing to harp on it and letting it affect your mood and your output. Nothing can be accomplished without continuing to move the right direction and perfecting your craft. As well, you need a warrior mentality. If you fear failure, you're already halfway to there. So do not fear failure. Winners think about winning. Pro athletes, if they were thinking that they might lose, then what's going to happen? They're going to lose. One thing that many athletes and people in life fail to do is make goals that are measurable. If you want to lose 10 pounds in a month, you need to continually log that. And setting daily goals goes hand in hand with that, which is another key. Michael Phelps was a swimming prodigy as he was able to set measurable goals that had specific desired results. If he wanted to go do the 400-meter butterfly, he would shoot for a certain time and he'd try to get it as much as he could. That's why he was able to succeed and be an Olympic athlete, which is mad impressive. As well, mentally preparing for goals is a key to success. If you have a practice, you need to get in the right mindset to set yourself up for success, otherwise you will fail. What separates the average from the elite is what they do to prepare themselves more than just mentally. Physically preparing your body before a test, game, or even a practice is key to keeping up with your goals. I try to get at least 8 hours of sleep consistently the night before a big day. LeBron James, we all know him, won a lot of championships, really good basketball player, gets 12 hours of sleep according to ESPN in the study they did on athletes and their sleep. And he obviously found success, so there's no reason you shouldn't rest up. With all that being said, I would say the two most important keys are staying positive and learning something from everything. Personally, I need to get better at staying positive, especially after I make mistakes, because I dwell on them and I'm improving on that as best as I can. It typically helps when I get my teammates in the right mindset by trying to get them hyped up, and it raises my mood and outlook on a practice or a game or test, you name it. Negative thoughts will never do you any good as an athlete, as a competitor, in life, anything. As well, at the end of the day, you must learn something. If you're not learning something, then you're not getting better. Typically, I'm pretty good at this because I can take failure and learn what I need to do to try to get better. Because if you aren't learning, you aren't getting better, and that is very key. A quote I really liked was when Neil Strauss stated, "Without commitment, you can't have depth in anything." Now, what does that mean? That means when you set your mind to something, if you are not completely committed, then you are not going to succeed there because you are not invested. Invested is a key term that goes with this because it shows that you have bought into the process. Now, who are some of the people who really have bought into the process? Jeff Bezos. he set up Amazon in his garage and just quit his job to go and pursue a startup. People who start startups are really bold because they leave a lot of wealth that they could have easily made working an office job because they bet on themselves. Those who bet on themselves are left with nothing other to do than succeed or sink to the bottom. However, we all know that Amazon is a thriving company and is worth well over what any of us will ever dream of making. If you invest into an area, especially performing sports, commitment is crucial for any achievement, which is why it is something we need to teach all athletes and all students.